This episode is brought to you today by Whitehall Mortgage, where there's a will, there's a Whitehall. Buying a home starts by getting a pre-approval, and nobody does it better than Doug in Dallas. Call them today at 570-562-7505 or apply online at whitehallmortgagefinancial.com. Hey everybody, I'm Dave Wychak. I'm the host of the Real Estate Right Now podcast, and today I've got a great podcast episode here for realtors because one thing I'm starting to hear within my own group and in the real estate industry in general, a lot of people are starting to feel like they're in a slump. And some of that is market dependent, right? It's a heck of a lot harder to sell houses than it was just a few years ago. There's fewer buyers in the market than there have been in recent memory. And you're starting to see sales dip. And whenever that happens, people get nervous. So I wanted to do an episode today for realtors. I'm calling it like a 10-day slump-busting challenge that you guys could do for yourselves. So I wanted to give you guys an opportunity. If you watch this episode, I'm going to give you something to do for 10 days in a row, whenever you want to start it. The sooner, the better, of course. But I'm going to give you 10 days of exactly what to do. And I think what you'll find is if you follow this 10-day challenge and you do what I'm asking you to do, you're going to find a couple listings. You may find a couple buyers. It's going to get you back on track if you feel like things aren't going exactly how you'd like them, which I think a lot of realtors feel that way. So here is this 10-day slump-busting challenge for realtors. So day one, what I want you to do, I'm going to call day one, reset and plan. And what I mean by that is I want you to write down 3 goals that are really important to you as far as, goals for appointments or listings or closings. And then once you have your goals clearly stated, I think the next step of that reset and plan is to create some type of time-blocked schedule. I say this all the time, guys. Your success is in your daily schedule. And I know as realtors, we talk about time freedom and stuff like that, but you have to have a plan. You have to have a schedule. I want you to do that on day one. On day two, we're going to call it the Sphere of Influence check-in. What I want you to do there is contact 10 people in your database. Maybe it's someone that you sold a house to before, a family member, a friend, and something simple as, hey, how are you? How have you been? What's going on in your life? Have a conversation with these guys and just basically remind them, hey, I sell real estate, right? It's so weird. Realtors sometimes don't want to tell people what we do. I don't understand that, guys. If you want to be successful in real estate, it starts by telling people that you're a realtor. There's nothing wrong with reminding people what you do. Now, it shouldn't sound like a sales pitch, right? Start a conversation, and sometimes that pitch just kind of works itself out. On the third day, what I want you to do is a social media reset. Look, I think a lot of you guys need to do that anyway. And one of the best ways to reset on social media, especially if you don't do this, create a short reel, all right? A 30 to 60 second reel. Tips for a home buyer, tips for a home seller. Like, if someone came up to you right now and said, I'm buying a house, what are the 3 things I need to know? Write those things down and turn that into a reel, all right? Especially if you don't post a lot of video content. I think you'll be shocked with the amount of interaction that you're going to get with that. And then what I want you to do as well, once you post that video, for the next few days, go on social media and comment and share on other people's posts. Show people that you're active and engaging, and they're more likely to engage with your content as well. Day 4, what I want you to do is prep for an open house. Maybe it's your listing, maybe it's a listing within your office, and create a flyer or create a social media post advertising this open house, and I want you to go work the open house. And I know people have a lot of opinions on it. They'll say, well, open houses are dead. Open houses are... 1, I don't believe that. I still think open houses are a great source of business. And 2, sometimes just getting yourself in the practice of promotion creates business for yourself. And there's a lot of buyers that come there. Many of them are unrepresented. And that's going to create an opportunity for you as well. Day 5, I'm going to call follow-up frenzy. All right. And what I mean by that is I want you to reach out through your CRM or through whatever and contact 20 either people that you sold a house to before, ideally maybe 20 old leads. If you've been in this business for a while and you feel like you're in a slump, I guarantee you that you have leads somewhere in a CRM, in a notebook, somewhere where things didn't quite work out, and then you kind of lost contact with that person and you don't know if they're still looking or not, go back and find those 20 old leads and just reach out to them. Hey, I know we were looking for a house 6 months ago. Are you still in the market? A lot of new houses are out there. Some of them I think you might really like. Something like that. And I think you might dig up some business from those old leads. Day 6, I'm going to say this is a day when I want you to sharpen your skill set. Maybe find someone else in your office who's going through the same thing, and you can do some role playing with each other, right? How do I run a pitch for a for sale by owner? What are the things I'm talking about in my buyer agent presentation? Go over your listing packet. Are there some things that you want to change, whatever it may be? Spend a couple hours on just skill development, and I think that's going to help you quite a bit. Day 7, I'm calling this community connection. And quite honestly, guys, if there's one of these 10 days that might be the most important, it's probably day 7. What I want you to do is I want you to spotlight a local business, all right? And it could be anybody, right? Your barbershop, your nail salon, a food truck, a car detailer, any local business. Go there, spotlight them, tell them what you like, about their business, get it on video, post it on social media. All right. If you're big on Facebook, invite your friends to follow their page. Ask them to do the same thing for you. And what I think you're going to find is that video is going to do really well. And I think the people that you do this for are going to appreciate it. I think it's just human nature. If you do something nice for some other business owner, they feel compelled to do something nice for you. And I think that's the time when you remind them, hey, if you think this worked out really well, it would be great if you knew someone looking to buy or sell or rent or whatever it may be, please send them my way. And I think if you start doing these community connection type videos, especially as we head into 2026, I think these will be some of the most impactful things that you can do as a realtor. Day 8, I'm calling it the Prospecting Power Hour. Look, I've said it many times. If I ever write a book in real estate, it would be called Everything Works as Long as You Do. I don't care what you do to prospect. I don't care if you cold call. I don't care if you door knock. I don't care if you circle prospect. I don't care if it doesn't matter. I don't care what you do, but spend an hour just prospecting. You have to make the calls, guys. You have to talk to people. You have to re-engage yourself with past clients, whatever it may be. And I think just focusing on that for a day is going to do quite a bit. Day 9, another really important day. Re-energize yourself, okay? And what do I mean by that? Look, sometimes we get stagnant by working too much, especially when we're in a slump, which is what we're talking about here. We think that the way to get out of a slump is by working our way out of it. And to some degree it is, but there has to be some way that you're re-energizing yourself. Go for a walk, go for a workout, journal, play around a golf. Like sometimes stepping away from the business provides clarity. Oftentimes what I find, especially look, if you're a realtor who's had success in the past and you're struggling now, a lot of times slumps are more mindset than skill set. And sometimes just doing something to re-energize yourself, to get yourself back on track is all you need to start having the success that you're looking for again. And then day 10, all right, day 10, what I'm going to call is your massive action day. If there's one thing I talk about all the time, it's getting into action. Start doing something. Quit talking about doing stuff. Stop planning to do stuff. Actually do stuff. So on day 10, what I want you to do, I want you to post another reel. That's a video tip. Hey, if you're a home buyer, this is what you need to know. If you're a home seller, this is what you need to know. Once you're done posting that reel, I want you to call 10 people in your sphere of influence and strike up a conversation with them. Hey, how have things been? How's business? How's the house? Do you love it? What don't you like about it? Create those conversations with people. Follow up with 10 of your old leads. We all have them. Quit acting like, if you talked to someone 6 months ago and it didn't work out, that you can't ever speak to them again. Reach back out to those people. There may be buyers that took a break from the market that are now going to start entering again as inventory rises and rates start to drop. If you're the first person to have a conversation with that buyer, they might become a client again and get re-engaged and do another hour of prospecting. You're going to do all this on one day. And then when you're done doing this, I want you to post a gratitude post. Hey, just worked an outstanding day. I'm getting myself engaged. I'm doing all these things. I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to do a job that I love, work with people that I really care about, help people make the biggest decision of their lives, whatever it may be. And I think this 10-day challenge will help refocus you. It will show you the things that you really enjoy and maybe even the things that you don't really like all that much. And the re-energizing, the refocusing, the recalibrating the way you're doing your business might be the thing that you need to break your slump. It might help get some positive momentum going for you, and it's going to get you back on track for whatever goals you have for your real estate career. That's all for today. We'll talk again soon. Thanks for joining us for today's episode, everybody. If you want to hear more content, follow us at Real Estate Right Now Pod on YouTube. Once you're there, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. And if you want to follow me directly, check me out. It's Dave Wychak at Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, all the socials that you're already using.